the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is November 15, 2025. It is 5:06 a.m. This is, I will say, my third recording, but the first two were part 1, part 2. So I just added to the list, and some of the thing I added should have been on App You Team Sussex, but I don't want to create another video for App You Team Sussex, so I'm gonna try to squeeze everything on here, on this video. All right, so this is one of those I just added. I just came across it, I added to the list. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 tweets to share with you. First one. This is a couple in love, sitting close together, smiling, laughing, holding each other, cracking jokes, having fun. The other is handling a business transaction. There's Harry and Meghan during their engagement. Yep, there's William and Kate. There's the space. I'm thinking when Harry said space during the Oprah interview.
As for his relationship with Prince William,
the relationship is space.
This is an ad. Let me pause it. OMG, you hilarious. Okay, nothing wrong with the business transaction. If it's a successful one and they appear to work well, him disrespecting her in public. You know what? Let me see if I could find something. Especially I call it the chop 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 video. Let me pause for a second. Okay, I found, this is the chop chop video. Look, I'll put screenshot in between. There. From what I remember during this thing is that they didn't even walk in together. There was some stuff. The mother went. But anyway, let me not get into it. Where did the comment? Nothing wrong with a business transaction if it's successful one and they appear to work well. there. And disrespecting her in public. Let me point the arrow. Oh shit, I did that again. Let me go back. I think there's some more comments. Oh, let me pause this. Oh my god. I don't want to put this. Okay, so let me read some of the squad comment. OMG, you're hilarious. No, Rachel is holding Harry's hand. William and Kate are both confident. Oh god, this is the nonsense. Let me go get some evidence. I'm laughing. This is me here. I asked Google, did Meghan with 2 N at the end, Meghan rejected Prince William? And the answer is yes. A woman named Meghan Garderman rejected Prince William when they were both in college at St. Andrews University. According to royal expert Katie Nichol, she was a Texan heiress who turned down his date request, leaving him confused about why she wasn't interesting. This is even better. He couldn't understand because he always get yes, whatever he wants. Oh my God. Let me highlight a couple things. Let me pause and highlight a couple things here. Okay, so this is what I asked Google. Did Meghan, I underlined the 2N to make sure is the 2N here, rejected Prince William? Yes, a woman named Meghan Garderman rejected Prince William when they were both in college at St. Andrews University. All right, there's all of that, leaving him confused about why she wasn't interesting. And I put LOL. All right, so that's my receipt here. All right. Okay, so this person here, let's see what it was about. No, Rachel is holding. Okay, so that was that one. I said, okay, if you said so, but it was Harry who chased Meghan. Kate waited 10 years plus for William after countless of women told him no. There's that. Oh, let me look on the pot for Harry and Meghan. Okay, so this is what I asked. I think the question is slightly worded wrongly, but I got my answer. Did Prince Harry ask Meghan Markle to date? Yes, Prince Harry asked Meghan Markle to date, and they were set up on a blind date by a mutual friend in July 2016. Okay, so this is the difference. Let me get the screenshot and then paste it over there, and I need to highlight some stuff. These are the things that I highlighted. The other thing I want to ask is how long did Kate waited? All right, let me look for that. Sometimes you have to put these responses with proof to those derangers. Okay, so there's this here. How long did Kate waited for Prince William to ask her to marry him? Kate waited for about 9 years before Prince William asked her to marry him, as they began dating around 2001 or 2002 and announced their engagement in November 2010. All right, so there's that. Let me pause again and get the screenshot and highlight a couple key stuff. All right, so these are the key things that I highlighted him. All right, let's paste this here. Maybe I should ask about Prince Harry as well. Let's wait. Let me go search for that. Okay, so this is what I asked. How long did Meghan Markle waited for Prince Harry to ask her to marry him? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry dated for about 16 months before they announced their engagement in November 2017. Okay, you could pause and read more. So I think that's all I could put. All right. So this is what with all those screenshots that I've already shared with you, I said, okay, if you said so, but it was Harry who chased Meghan. Kate waited 10 plus years for William after countless of women told him no. So Harry knew from the beginning, wanted Meghan. William, not so much. But as usual, derangers can remain in their delusional world. All right, so there's that. Okay, let me read some more and then move on. Wrong way round, sweetheart. They look so awkward together. Charles and Di look happier. Okay, so this is the delusional world that these people live in. But I wanted to share that with you. The derangers flooded. They want to make sure to tell people their nose. If I have known, I could still do it. Paste what I just responded to some of the derangers here. But I could do it later on, not while I'm recording. Next tweet. Okay, let's pause. She's spitting all facts. Just let these two breathe. We don't know them like that. We don't have the intel. Don't know the long-term goals or how they plan to navigate and negotiate to get there. All right, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Let's listen.
As someone who makes videos on the internet is insufferable because we can't form our own opinions anymore without an absurd amount of online discourse. So I guess that's my disclaimer before I contribute to the discourse. And also it's my disclaimer for why I'm annoyed about contributing to this discourse. Harry and Meghan went to Kris Jenner's birthday party. It was at Jeff Bezos' house. Kris Jenner is on Meghan's PR list. They've been photographed together. Meghan's mom has been photographed with Kris Jenner. Like, it's clear they run in the same circles. They're, like, forming a friendship.
I completely forgot about this. She's absolutely right. Well, the Beyonce concert. Jeff Bezos was there with his girlfriend, who's now his wife. Kris Jenner was there. So she's spot on. I completely forgot about that. But let's continue. And I've already said what I have to say about them being at Jeff Bezos' party. Go to my last video, I think it was. Either my last one on this channel, PYTE, or the previous one. It's recently from this one.
It also seems that they were party hopping on Saturday night. They were out and about. They went to a gala, and then they were pictured at Kris Jenner's birthday party. I do not like that they went to Jeff Bezos' house. Let's just say that first and foremost. I don't like Jeff Bezos. I don't really like Kris Jenner. That doesn't really matter. The reason none of that matters is because I don't know them. They weren't asking me for my opinion about whether or not they should go. I didn't get invited to Kris Jenner's birthday party. I've never had to make that decision. Would I go to Kris Jenner's birthday party? I don't know. I wasn't invited. I feel like the internet has made us very black and white about our opinions about what famous people do. It's like, oh, they went to Jeff Bezos' house? Okay, they suck. And if that's how you feel, like, that's how you feel, and that's fine. But you commenting about it on the internet, like, isn't going to change anything. Personally.
As someone who sometimes give my opinion about politics and things like that, probably some of these people are associating some of those things, not liking, whatever they have said about Harry and Meghan going to Jeff Bezos' house and Kris Jenner's party and things like that. Maybe there's some political aspect that intertwine with their opinion. I have said what I had to say about that already. But let's continue.
I think there was probably a lot of nuance in their decision to go to Jeff Bezos' house. And that nuance is something that we will never be privy to because we don't know them like that. And I always come back to that. Every single time there's a conversation about Meghan and Harry, like, we don't know them like that. Just let it be. Like, okay, and? Does that outweigh everything else that they do? If it does to you, then cool, you don't like them. That's fine. It doesn't to me. Because one thing I've never done is tell you you have to support Meghan and Harry and you have to be their fan. All I do on the internet is encourage people to not contribute to harmful conversations about them. What I do not like about the online discourse around this is that every single time they do something, the comment section of a negative video about them or like a paparazzi video about them is always, oh, this is what Meghan has wanted all along. And you don't know her like that. It always has to come back to Meghan being the bad guy. And I feel like the point I'm trying to make here is that we are allowed to critique famous people. We should critique rich people. But anytime someone makes a video that's even slightly negative about Harry and Meghan, it opens the door to the most crazy, toxic, insane takes and points of view. And I just feel like until we get to a place where we can have a level-headed conversation about them, we just gotta tread carefully. That's all. Have your opinion. Have your opinion. You don't have to like them, but just be chill about it. You know what I mean?
I agree with her, but let's not forget there are bots. There are few people who pretend to be someone else and they have multiple accounts to spread negativity. And this is why I praise Harry and Meghan for the bubble that they are in, that they create for themselves. They have to enjoy themselves. And the only thing I wish for them is just be careful with these people in those high places, which I have said in one of the videos, because many of these people are, just in general, who are in high places, you think they have money, but you don't know what they did to be where they at. And then if someone give them a favor to be in high places, you do not know what they had to do to be where they at and what is the payback for being in that high places. Okay? But Harry and Meghan worked their butt off. Okay? I've shared, I think it's the video that I said something gold standard. It probably in that video. Okay? So Harry and Meghan know what they're doing. They have each other's back, and they know the infestivity that are surrounding them. Harry knows that, especially his own blood family. He knows that. And Meghan, who has been in Hollywood, knows that as well. So they have each other's back. All right. And this is why I said as well is that the few moment Meghan was in the UK, it was a test for them. God was tested them. And they surpassed it, and I think they passed the test. By the way, I read some of the comments under that video where some people, it's obviously some people will not agree with me about God testing Harry and Meghan, but there are choices that were placed. Okay, each intersection one reaches, there's a choice you have to make, and depending on the choices that you make, there's something lies ahead. So in my own perspective, whether you agree or not, there was a test for them. Okay, Meghan, and then God had something better for them ahead. They had to go through what they went through, unfortunately. Okay, the mental toughness, the spiritual guidance that they had to go through in order to surpass, be above all the pettiness that the royal family keep on displaying. Okay, many of you may not agree. It's fine. I completely okay with that, but this is how I feel. Okay, let's get back to the original recording. All right, let's see some of the comment here. I, for one, would have gone to that party if I was invited, a party where Adele, Beyonce, Mariah, and Oprah was there. My millennial ass will have gone. The thing about the internet is that it's easy to be sanctimonious about a choice that was never offered to you. Plus Tyler Perry, Mariah, and who knows who else, like industry executive, insiders, power broker, the average person wouldn't know. This is why I said JTB's review of that is perfect. He was spot on. It maybe, okay, my opinion here, maybe Meghan and Harry went because she was aware of all those power players that were there. Harry and Meghan are running a multi-million-dollar company. Okay? It has, what is it, the Archwell Foundation, and it has the Archwell Audio and Archwell, the podcast one. Okay? Was it Archwell Audio, Archwell, the foundation, and was the other one where they create production, Archwell Production. Okay, so these people that were at the party are people who they could eventually work with. There's one picture that came out of the party where Harry is lift his jacket and putting something under the jacket, either putting or taking. All right, which means there was some connection somewhere. Who knows, the person he was talking to, eventually he might work with. All right, this is why I said the JTB review of the party, everybody should will listen to it and watch it. Okay, they live in a small world. There are few places they can go where their bodyguards can relax in the corner while they mingle and mix. That party was one such event. I honestly don't understand why this was such a big effing deal in the overall scheme of things, but that's just me. It's the UK, okay? It's the UK that's stirring the pot over here. And it's very sad some Americans are buying it and jumping on the bandwagon and continue that BS. It's the UK. Okay, good point. Security, never mind security for others. Bezos, Kim have cozy up to the current regime for various reasons. This is what I'm saying. People need to be very careful. I'm just talking in general. There are some people who are in high places. They do things to be in high places. And then the people or person who put them in that high place want something in return. We do not know what that something is. All right. So I didn't want to click on it. Let me move it back. Okay, so most fans are not thrilled to see Harry and Meghan seemingly fraternizing, but Hollywood is a small industry town. Its core and Amazon is Invictus sponsor. There's that as well. And I have said some stuff where they're trying to, especially the Trump admin, trying to destroy the fabric of the country and things that make America what it is. He's trying to destroy it. I have said this a long time ago, probably 2 years ago. From golf, okay, they're trying to destroy that, to the Hollywood industry, which pretty much is infested with pedophiles. So there's so many things that could be said, but I don't want to go there. While I love Harry and Meghan, I trust them to make decisions best for themselves. Shocker, they may put a foot wrong, and I don't give a F because I do as well. Space and grace, I have all the time in the world for them. This, okay, all of this. Okay, it's a party. Y'all let your hair down, get a little tipsy, and giggle together. Damn, these dead ass people, you sign your checks, not us. Okay, let's go to the next one. I really recommend for you guys, if you are on TikTok, follow JTB. He usually gives great reviews of different topics, so go watch his thing. He's usually spot on. The one that he did regarding the Kris Jenner party, spot on. All right, Prince Harry and his wife look absolutely stunning, glowing, and at peace. And the other thing as well, like I said, they are running foundation, production company, and all of that. And all these people that are over there, you just never know where they might need them. And Harry and Meghan, if they can stand up to the UK media and fight them to court, all right, I don't think Harry and Meghan will bend the knee over here for these people. And that give them meaning the people, they could try, okay, let's not let our guard down, but many people will try, but Harry and Meghan will still hold their integrity and fight back. This is why I said they are the gold standard. Before anybody try them, okay, try to manipulate them or try to backstab them, they know Harry and Meghan will stand their ground and fight back where it matters. So they are, this is what I mean in that video. I'm glad I said some of the things that I said. They are the gold standard. People will not just mess with them like that. They took on the biggest freaking lion, okay, in the UK, the media, Murdoch, okay, the one that's happening. There's one more. Harry took 3. He's taking 3. 2 he already won, and there's one more that's coming next year. All right, so that's like an example, a stamp of approval. Don't mess with me. This kind of thing. You do me wrong, if it hit them to the core, Harry will fight back. Meghan will fight back. Meghan show her part as well. Okay, not only with her sister, half sister, and the daddy fell. Took them to court and did what needs to be done to put their integrity back in check. All right, this is what I mean by gold standard. So people in Hollywood could try. Okay, they could try, but if they hit the wrong part and either Harry or Meghan, they know Harry will fight back. Even when at the beginning, before they even started doing production, all of the things we're seeing that they're doing now, before all of that, when paparazzi tried to take pictures of their kids, what did Harry do? Harry went to court and fought them. All right, so this is the powerhouse. This is the thing that these people that they're hanging out with, okay, if they F with either one of them, they know they will fight back. So they are confident to go over there, but the only thing is to not show their vulnerability. And Meghan knows that. Meghan knows that. I mean, Harry came from the freaking royal family. He grew up in there. He saw how they do their tactic, and he come out this way. You think Harry will let people mess around with him and his wife? Oh my God. This is the gold standard. Not anybody will come and mess with them. They could try. Depending on how Harry and Meghan feel, they'll fight back. Prince Harry and his wife look absolutely stunning, glowing, and at peace. Right here, a man stunning, just look as if they're attending another party. They do look good. All right, if you feel that way. Okay, and healthy. May God continue to bless them and their children. That's for sure. She could use some hoes. What? No. Who knows how many? Well, it's late night, but it's in California. They don't have the same degree. Whatever. Meghan let it know. Was it during her wedding? She was talking about the pantyhose and all of that. She already tackled this, so I don't need to speak on. This is another lady I like to listen to her review. She's on TikTok, but when I come across her videos on X, I like to share it. Hollywood loves them, and it burns. All right. 3 minutes and 23 seconds. There will be a screenshot in between.
All right, you need to buckle up because we're going to address the absolute meltdown that is happening across the British press right now. And when I say meltdown, I mean they are foaming at the mouth. The way their entire media ecosystem reacted to Harry and Meghan showing up at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party is like somebody unplugged their whole fairy tale simulation.
And this is why I said William is so jealous of Harry to the point where he's going nuts. Because this is what William envy, to be next to high profile people. People who already made it to the top. All right? There's some people who have potential where they could start from the bottom, but they work their way up. William doesn't want that. He wants the people who already did all the hard work, going to audition after audition, work their way up, do whatever side gig to pay for their bills, and until that one shot where they make it to superstardom. This is where William comes in. Okay? He wants high profile people who made it to the top already to be next to him. That's what he wants. But Harry, on the other hand, understand the process. Working with young people, building them up, and all of that.
New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
This the gold standard. This is why Harry and Meghan can fit in any place, in any room that have different shade, different background, different level of society. They fit right in. But William cannot. Okay, this is why he looks robotic around people. But what he wants is people who's already made it. Even people who already made it, once they're next to him, he scaled them down. Okay, when you look at Beckham, for instance, he probably worked his butt off. I don't know his childhood or whatever. I think he has a Netflix thing. I never watched it. But, he worked his way up to make it to that superstardom that he once was when he played football for the international world, football. But this is where William comes in. And then you see now when you compare, even though, okay, he's not playing anymore, but if he had remained or don't associate or don't show his face next to William, and you see him as if he was begging to be next to William or something like that, okay, you see his level of popularity of at least, okay, he probably still popular to some people, but at least to me, my point of view, I don't know if anybody see it the same way that I see it. Okay, that level of integrity that I used to think he has, it's no longer there because of some of the things that I've shared with you. Okay, if you follow me on this channel and Happy Team Sussex, I've shared some stuff where he was in the Middle East in the middle of a game or something, and while William was in Boston, fly him in to present. I mean, these things need to take time and prepare, but it seems like it was a last minute. He wasn't getting that kind of bug buzz he was looking for when he was in the US. So he called back up, and Beckham was one of them. People were upset about that. Alright? So this is that integrity where he put people down. Their level of popularity no longer stand. Alright, but let's continue. Let me move it back slightly. I talked too much already.
Harry and Meghan showing up at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party is like somebody unplugged their whole fairy tale simulation. So let's break down the real reason behind the panic. Number one, Harry and Meghan were smiling. Number two, Harry and Meghan were relaxed. Number three, Harry and Meghan were surrounded by A-list billionaires and megastars. And number four, they were clearly welcome. And that alone burned everything the British press has been selling for the last 5 years.
She's spot on. She's spot on. She is spot on. This is what's killing them right now. The narrative that they were saying, they're not welcome, they're not this, they're not that. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan were just trying to stay down, quietly do their thing. All right, but there it is.
Because the press has been pushing the narrative that Hollywood doesn't rate them, that the Sussexes are desperate social climbers, that no one invites them anywhere. So when they show up, and the guest list has people like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah, Adele, Tyler Perry, Mariah Carey, and literally half of the world's cultural capital, the media, they short-circuited. They needed a new angle immediately, and that's why they're bandying the word tacky around. No, babes, what is tacky is the palace staging press leaks for the daily emotional support poll of one man. What's tacky is the family that performed mental gymnastics to smear a woman for daring to breathe with confidence. And let's talk about the absolute hypocrisy of that family. So the other brother has a long history of cozying up to billionaires when it suits him. Earth shot.
Thank you. I didn't even hear her video at all. This is what I'm saying. She hit the nail on the head. All right, I'm moving it back.
The other brother has a long history of cozying up to billionaires when it suits him. Earth shot. Literally paid celebrities to attend.
And some of them don't even know what Earthshot is all about. Here's the video to back up my claim. All right, there it is. Let me move it back again. Sorry.
When it suits him. Earth shot. Literally paid celebrities to attend. The king was mingling with reality TV presenters at his garden parties. And well, don't let's talk about Andrew. We're not even going to open that file. So the British monarchy's whole existence is based on inherited wealth, excess, influence, and connections. But suddenly, Harry and Meghan stepping into the world of American celebrity culture is beneath royal dignity. Interesting. The truth is very simple. The Sussexes are outshining everybody in that family from 5,000 miles away. They are powerful, they are welcomed, and they are relevant. They are mixing with innovators, entertainers, and the kinds of people that actually shape culture. Meanwhile, the palace is stuck trying to convince the world that Lady X and blah, blah, blah are the new secret weapons, are the new people with royal charisma. Because the irony is that Harry and Meghan didn't even have to say a word. They just walked in smiling, and, you know, it was like somebody pulled the fire alarm. But anyway, let me...
She's spot on. She's spot on. I agree with her. It's almost the same thing that I was saying, but she articulated much better than I did. Okay, is she continuing? Let's see. If it's the same thing, I'm not gonna play.
All right, you need to buckle up because we're going to address the...
Okay, it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds. This one, okay. So the last few is slightly different. Let's move it like around here.
Meanwhile, the palace is stuck trying to convince the world that Lady X and blah, blah, blah are the new secret weapons, are the new people with royal charisma. Because the irony is that Harry and Meghan didn't even have to say a word. They just walked in smiling and, you know, it was like somebody pulled the fire alarm. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I love it. I love it. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And for more insights like these, please like, share, comment, and follow me.
Okay, so the last few, this one is longer than the one on X here. Okay, what is it really? Why do Harry and Meghan frighten the royal family so much that they have to activate the entire UK media to run a full slate of smear and insult to try to belittle them? It was a party that the palace could have ignored. Why the hysteric? That's a very good question. But the thing is that they're telling people they are relevant, but they don't want to change. This is the thing. This is what I'm saying about William. I use the example of Beckham. He made it up there with his own power, his own wit. He worked his way up to be that superstar. He was the one who's in the field kicking the soccer boy. Soccer ball. People like him and he become popular and all of that. That was his own work. He made it. The people like it. And guess what? Once he started hanging out with Prince William, I guess he got what he wanted. Now he's they could call him sir. He was knighted. Okay? So that integrity, that way that I'm talking for myself, he probably still is for many people, but for me, I don't see that kind of integrity of him is the same anymore. I felt like he bent the knee too much. He gets William's butt to get that knighting, medal and kind of things like that. Once you start hanging out with the royal family, they put you down because they should be the only one who's above you. They do not want to change. They do not want to change. They want to remain the same. Everybody else have to lower their standard for them. This is the problem. And perfect example, when Meghan was over there, Oprah said they told Meghan to be 50% less of herself. This is a perfect example.
Told, been given advice.
They don't want the world to change. They want to be the only one who could look good, but everything they're displaying is just BS after BS. They're showing her not only stupid, the dirty thing that they do. It's like gutter after gutter. All right, there's another TikTok video. Okay, well said. Next tweet. Another TikTok video. Let me pause that. To be honest, I saw no pics from this year's Earth flap. Okay, Royal Insider appalled by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle living it up at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash. It's so tacky. This is why that lady I just showed you, that TikTok video, she said tacky.
And that's why they're bandying the word tacky.
This is where they're calling it tacky. But the others they just wish they could be over there. And I said in one of the video that I did, I think the one that says gold standard, if William wasn't being so stupid egghead, Harry would have been the bridge for him to connect with those high society people. I know some of you will say, well, he's gonna be king. He's already up there, high society and things like that. Yes, he is. But William is a freaking robot. He cannot operate in a laid-back environment and integrate with people. Okay, people have to line up to meet with him. He cannot integrate with people. Those kind of things drive them crazy. Okay? Yes, he's already high up there. Okay? He's gonna be king. Yes, he is. But when he's around people, he does not know how to behave and how to act. Okay? He could speak with people, but he behave in a robotic kind of way. If things doesn't prepare for him to say, he's not gonna know a random question that popped up or conversation and things like maybe his friends, people that he does his crazy stuff in the background. Yeah, he could relate with these people. But in this type of environment where you have actors, business people, things like that, people who don't interact with him every day in a friendship level, okay, he will not know how to behave, unlike Harry. Okay? So, yes, William is already high in society. Is the robotic kind of behavior that he will be displaying in that environment. Unlike Harry, you see him, he's talking laid back with different people and things like that. All right, so let's get back to the original recording. Even if, okay, it's almost like when people open the door for you, you know, metaphorically speaking, either to get a job, to whatever, okay, to get an audition. Once the door is open for you, it's up to you to display your abilities. So Harry could have been the bridge for William to be connected with these people. And once he crosses the bridge, he will have to show those people who he is. But he doesn't know how to act around people. He's a freaking robotic. All right, they probably will smile in front of him, but in terms of inviting him to parties like this, probably not. All right, but let's listen to this.
The people who are calling Meghan and Harry tacky for going to Kris Jenner's birthday party are the same people who went on Dancing with the Stars and zoomed in from a jail cell, a padded room, and this is the same man who does Earthshot only to hang out with other celebrities. That's what it's for. Those are the only pictures.
Okay, look at his face here. That's all he wants. Just standing next to the people. All right, look at his face looking at the camera, whoever's taking the picture for him. Look at that lady. Who are these people? I don't know who they are. I'm not trying to be throw shades here. I don't know who they are. All right, you could put the timestamp and tell me who these people are that's around him. Start from left to right. I don't know. Look at his face. That's all he wants, to stand next to high-profile people. They're probably from the UK. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe I'm aware of their names but can't attach with the face. But whatever, let's continue.
That we ever see from the event. I don't ever see him with the winners of Earthshot. I don't even know who the winners of Earthshot are because he does not talk about them. But we get these pictures. Mm-hmm. So you can be annoyed that Meghan and Harry went to Kris Jenner's birthday party. I don't love it myself. But if you're annoyed by that, then you should also be annoyed by this. All this family is a reality show in the UK. Mm-hmm. That's what they are. They think that they're more special because they have special magical royal blood, but all they are celebrities. That's it. Meghan and Harry, celebrities. Prince William, celebrity. Meghan and Harry are more popular and more charming and well-liked and actually do good things, but all they all are celebrities.
That's it. I agree with her. Let's see here. Nobody cares. But you here. All right. Sis, I thought I was the only one. All the hype and the whole shit went unnoticed. All right. Earthshot winners are probably plants. Well, I don't think the plants are the winners. From what I saw, they cut down a whole bunch of trees to make way for the people who were gonna be there. I'll look for the screenshot. No one actually wins anything. Yeah, and then now they call it's for profit from Christiana Amanpour. Let me go look for the screenshot. Okay, so there's one of the thing here. Brazil cleared 8 miles of Amazon rainforest to build 4-lane highway for their COP30 climate summit. All right, let me paste that. Earthshot winners are probably plants. No one actually wins anything. Let me put. What was the other thing? Oh, the other thing I want to put is that now it's a for-profit kind of thing. Let me go look for that screenshot. Is it for the same tweet? Earthshot, maybe it's for someone else, but I'll put it here as well. Let me pause. Alright, so this is the thing when Christiana Amanpour was interviewing William while he was in Brazil, I assume. Okay, regarding the Earthshot. Okay, it's not philanthropic, Prince William tells me. Instead, it's about commercial products. Okay, so I'm probably gonna paste it 2 places. Alright, here, and there was another tweet that I saw. Where is it? That's the one. The whole thing feels like a hoax, just another way to launder money. Maybe here as well. Let's reply. Okay, there's so many things, but I don't want this video to be too long. I spent too much time already. Oh my god, I'm already 40 minutes. I have 3 more tweets. There's this one here. Okay, this is why the mail goes after Meghan. Not because she's a liar, she isn't, and lacks class, she doesn't. It's because the mail is racist and heavy. The warrior is about to kick their ass in court. Okay, there's that as well. Okay, so there's this. Okay, Daily Mail fails to black evidence in Prince Harry's privacy case. How long was that? Daily Fair. Let me see. Let me pause and look for that headline if it's recent. So I typed the headline on Google. Daily Mail fails to black evidence in Prince Harry's evidence case. So that was 4 days ago. Today is November 15. Daily Mail fails to black evidence in Prince Harry's privacy. Alright, so he's going for it. Alright, Daily Mail fails to black evidence in Prince Harry's privacy from Reddit. Witness and Harry privacy case says earlier statement forged. I doubt it. A private investigator whose alleged confession of hacking led to household names, including Prince Harry, suing the publisher of Daily Mail. Witness in Prince Harry case against Mail publisher says, okay, Prince Harry wins again. Daily Mail fails to black evidence. Okay, so there's all of that going on. So it was like 4 days ago. Let me get this and put it in there to so people know how long ago from the time this is here. I like when the entire date is there. Saying 4 days, it could be any. Okay, 3 days ago, it could be anything. Once after I post it. Oh, I can't respond. The person blacked the comment, so I can't respond. Oh, maybe I could retweet. Okay, let's see if I could do that. So there's that. Let's post that. Let's move on. Okay, maybe a couple more responses. Alright, there's that. When was the last time you were in the armed forces and actually killed a member of the Taliban? Okay, the British media. The Daily Mail is struggling to stay afloat. Sales have dropped and their feather-spitting journalists do no favors. If they lose this case, they'll go under. Daily Mail failed to black evidence. Oh, this person had it here. November 11th. Okay, Daily Mail failed to black evidence in Prince Harry's privacy case. Okay, so there's all of that. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Oh my god, this should have been on my other channel, but it mixed. I don't know what some of the comments are about until I'm doing the recording. Okay, so there's this here. For those who've asked how to support the Masaka Kids, here's a GoFundMe for the group. Thank you to Archwell Foundation for their generous donation of $50,000. Documentary land on Netflix, 9th December. Can't wait. Alright, so I'll put the link of the GoFundMe. Okay, let's see how much they're up to. 51 now plus. Okay, so I'll leave the link in the description. Maybe I'll share it on my community board as well. Alright, it grew from the last time she took that screenshot. Okay, I recommend their Instagram page too. It's great. Yes, I follow it. It's fabulous. Thank you for sharing the donation link. Pleasure. I just did. Thanks, Andy. Alright, let's go to my last one. And it's a LOL. Has absolutely nothing to do with any of the topic that I've already shared with you. And I thought it was funny. It looks like something you will see in an animated video. What are friends for? It's 15 seconds. Let's go through it like this, okay? I don't want to take screenshot. Look at this. This. Alright, come on. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Alright, so they're the best friend for life. There's this as well. This photographer had a little visit while doing a photo shoot. Look at them. It looks like those things you will see an animated video. This look really nice. Look at it, the other ones come up. They all over him. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I spent, I don't know what time did I start the first video on App Team Sussex. Right now, it's 6:07. So I took all night recording. So I'm going to take all weekend to edit those videos. So that's it. Thank you for watching.